I'll start sharing. So today we'll get into Azure and Fabric. Now, one question before we go there. Is there any of you who is more on the system side? How SAP destinations are set up to talk to Azure or AWS or others? Everyone is on the development side, or is there anyone who's on the system side?
None of our team are from system side, Anupam.
Okay, no one is from the system side. I'll show it to you anyway. What are the steps to set up? And this will be recorded, so that at least you know how to set up the system side, okay? So the pattern which we are going to see is this. So what you did was this, Power BI connecting live, okay? You've already done this part, right?
Yeah.
I say
Yes,
yes,
sir.
yes or no. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, good. The second one which we want is how can we get data from SAP and put it on a data lake? Okay. And this could be done through Power BI, Fabric, or any other agent. Now, for that, what you have to do is to make the connection from SAP so that it can send the data to data lake. Okay. So
Yeah.
So the first thing which you have to do, you know the T code SM59 on SAP. It is basically where you set up the RFC and other destinations. What you will be doing is going in here. Connection type is G, which is HTTP connection to external server. Is this not going? Okay, let's try one more time. 29. Connection to HTTP server. And here you will be setting up the destinations. Okay. The one which I will walk you through is how to set up Azure Data Lake with SAP as a destination. So you will choose connection type is G, give some description, and then what you are going to do is to set up this value as the target host. Where do you get this value from is if you go to your Azure Data Lake Gen 2001, that's the destination, right? So that's where you get this value, Data Lake Gen 2001, whatever your name of your data lake is, and then blob.co.windows. That's the destination you want to set. Leave logon and security as blank. We'll give the SAS key authorizations. And then you want to set up for HTTP version, whichever is active. I just leave it at HTTP 1.1. So when you do this, if you do a connection test, you will get a 400 error, which is fine. Basically, this method is not allowed, but at least it is able to reach to that destination. If it was 404 error, then it would not be able to reach. Okay. So do you guys have access to an SAP server to practice this or no? I didn't hear.
No.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, I think you will have this recording with you anyway, which you can then see. Now the other side is when we communicate with data lake, there's a security setting which is basically called SAS key. I'll share the video for that. In fact, there's a whole set of configurations which we can do. I'll share those videos with you. Playlist. I think this is the one. Yeah, data to AWS, data to Azure, I think is different. And the videos here are, yeah, securing SAP data for cloud, incremental data. You should see some of these. So let me give you the link for this playlist. Is there some basis or system admin kind of a person who should see these, Venkata?
Yeah, we have a basis team. I'll
Okay.
get them into the job.
Yeah, if they can, at least try to do it once, then it will be good.
Sure, I'll get the team.
Okay, so now the connection is set up. Now, how do we get the data? This one is, we are going to go to Fabric. We can get it live, and then we can also get it cached. Okay, so who has access to Fabric? Does anyone have access?
Yeah, I think we have
So we
free
have
trial children.
trial versions.
Okay, if you have access to Fabric, then probably you can follow as the steps. Let me share my screen. Okay, this is your Fabric, and this is data flow Gen 1, and then I'll show you data flow Gen 2 also. What you want to do is, again, there is a connection setting which your system admin guy will do. Basically, you have to give the HTTP URL for your SAP system. This is something which I can show to your basis guy. Once this is set up, what you will do is create a copy data element, and within that, source and destination. So destination is just your data lake, right? You're able to see my screen, right? Destination
Yeah.
is, yes, setting up. If I show you this destination, this is authentication with a SaaS token, and the folder is exactly from my data lake. I'll show you the data lake. So SAP data out, which is this path, and then this folder, extract 0.021 from PBIDF, from PBIDF. So this is the path. Okay. We have taken this path, and if you see, this is exactly what we have said as destination. Source, we are getting it from SAP. So this is your SAP source. So what we are doing here is this configuration. My fabric, I'm calling the SAP system as the source and putting data where? On the data lake.
We are copying the data to data lake.
Yes, we extract data from SAP and put it on the data lake. Is that something you guys have worked with Azure or data lake, or is this the first time you're seeing a data lake?
This is usual. I'm having experience in Azure data lake.
Okay, all right. So yeah, this is pretty much like your file folders. It's just that, it's on the cloud and, there's some performance, etc., which you can do. But think of it as a file share directory. Okay. Now, when we are on the source side, we have SAP. What you want to do is to, for this SAP connection, you want to do a post command, and then let me walk you through with each of these parameters. So what we are saying is I want to call the SAP report, which is RM07 docs. What is RM07 docs? 38. This is the SAP report, right? And when I execute this, this is materials document list from SAP. What else am I telling it? That output, this is an ALB style of report. And field label T means I want the technical field names. And then I'm giving it a variant of USB for SAP1. So if I run this with the same variant, USB for SAP1, I expect to get this data from SAP, right? Now, to connect to SAP and get the data, what we are saying here is, remember we created the SM59 destination SAP. This is this destination. And then we are passing a SAS key so that it can write the file onto your data lake. And this is the whole SAS key to parse the data. And then finally, what we want to say is we want to send data to data lake in this particular folder. So what is this folder? SAP data extract 0 to 1. So this is the folder where we want to write the data. Okay. I'll paste this. Is there any question about this JSON? I know it looks a bit scary, but once you use it once or twice, you will be able to get it. Okay. So if I run this, it will go again, run this on my SAP. And write the data onto my data lake. Say successful. And if I go here and check this folder, SAP data out, extract 080-2021, which is this. If I refresh here, I should see a file generated here, RM07 docs. And this is the output which it has generated. Okay. So this is Fabric pulling data from SAP. Any questions? I know this one is something different from what we did last time, but essentially, what we are doing is this diagram. Fabric is going in, calling SAP, saying, hey, give me this RM07 docs report and send this data onto this data lake. That's it.